Today's Thursday, March 10th, and it's currently 9:22 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the 4-hour chart for the Australian dollar US dollar spot pair, which is currently trading at 0.734. And this is the current 4-hour candlestick. And from this page right here, I'm showing that a local support of 0.727. And over the past few days, I've been trading in and out of this pair. And I just recently closed a trade. So here I have a zero position right now, but my last trade was about $40. It says 55, but $15 was from an earlier trade to that. So the last trade was up $40. So that's why it's showing a 55.50. And if I click on the trade tab right here, this is the most recent P&L from my last trade. So I was up $40. Now, even though I'm out of this trade, I'm still looking to get back in. And what I'm seeing here is this pattern, this wedge. So I'm waiting for price to either break towards the upside and I'll jump in to a position as price breaks above this upper band. If, however, price comes down, then I'll take a short position towards the downside, potentially towards a retest of this support level here. And what I'll do is I'll create alarms. This way I'll have price surrounded. Of course, the alarm for the upside will be tighter than the alarm towards the downside. So, because if price does come down, there's still some real estate here for a potential reversal. Similar to what happened here, like price came down and then found support at this bottom band and ran back up. It was at this point where I did take a trade towards the upside and I exited as price was fading towards the downside. So that's where this pattern is currently. So hopefully I'll be awake for when the alarm is triggered, because it's, again, 9:25 p.m. So I'll be up for like maybe another 2-3 hours. And if not, then this breakout or breakdown may occur during the overnight session. So, but in any case, what I'll do is I'll set those alarms anyway. But I'm kind of biased towards this downside. I could be wrong, because here there was a bounce here, a second bounce. There could be a third bounce, and then price keeps running towards the maybe 0.74 level. This white band is just my indicator for me to place when I do enter a trade. This way it gives me a visual representation where I entered a position. So I have it, somewhere along the side. But right now, this is the pattern I'm waiting for, and until a significant change does occur in either direction, I'll go ahead and pause it for now, and I'll pick it up in hopefully a few hours. So a quick update. Today is Friday, March 11th, and it's 4:42 p.m. The stock market's been closed for 42 minutes now, but there is about 18 minutes remaining in the futures and FX market. So I thought I'd just do a last update before the market closes. So at the 1-hour time frame, the break did occur towards the downside right here. So as price was approaching this apex, there was a lot of resistance here, like price wanted to run back up, but eventually started fading towards the downside. And 11 o'clock this morning, based on this candlestick right here, So each candlestick reflects an hour's worth of trading. And when price fell below this low of this candlestick, the prior hour, that's when I entered a short position. And upon entering a short position, which is marked up by this white horizontal line, I placed a 10 pip stop, which is noted by this red line. So now that price has been fading towards the downside all day, I moved my stop from 10 pip stop all the way down to slightly above or before my entry. So this is still now a guaranteed profit. So price is at a 3x risk reward. So I risk 10 to make 30 right here. So 1 to 3. And considering that price is still fading, let me just, so this is just an alarm just in case price does reverse and I was away from my workstation. This alarm would notify me to come back and reassess the setup. So here I have a 4x and a 5x right between the local support level. So price may continue fading or may consolidate before coming right back down here. But I'll continue monitoring this Sunday evening when the market reopens. So I thought I'd just do an update. So if I click on the trade tab, the trade is up $25.10. So here's my entry, 7315, and I bought in at 11:06 this morning. So that's the status of the trade. I was fortunate to identify the pattern. So if I go back to the 4-hour, so again, it was this wedge that I identified, and there was a probability that price was either going to come down or break towards the upside. And here I had my alarm set, and I was able to come back and enter the short. So I'll end it here, and I'll pick it up Sunday, maybe Monday, if nothing really major happens. So until then, I'll end it here, and I'll be back. So just another update. Today is Monday, March 14th. It's 8:38 in the morning. And you can see that price has fallen over Sunday evening. And from my chart here, price is below, or was below, my 7.5 risk to reward. So I was risking 10. And at this point, this would have been a profit of 7.5 had I closed the trade out right here. But I'm anticipating further downside. This could just be consolidation before a second leg towards the downside may occur later today or sometime tomorrow. So I'm going to stay in the trade, and my take profit now is that I've moved my stop at 4x. So this would be a 4 times reward in the event that price does reverse and stops me out at this level here. At least, this is a profitable trade at this point. So I'll continue monitoring it. I have an alarm here just to let me know that price is going to retest above 5.5 price level or risk to reward. And yeah, I'll take it from there. But right now, this is just the status of the trade. If I open up the trade tab, the trade is up $67. It's tiny, I understand, but this is just one mini lot. If I traded 5, then you would multiply this by 5. So that's the status, and I'll pause it again, and I'll pick it up in hopefully in another few hours. Okay. Today is Tuesday, March 15th, and it's 7:48 a.m. Eastern Time. This is a status check on the Australian dollar, US dollar spot trade. And we can see that price is starting to rebound or bounce after reaching a low right down here, and it breached below 13x risk to reward. So during the overnight session, I did move my stop all the way down between 9 and 10x risk to reward. So in the event that price does come back, I'm looking at approximately a 9.5 or 95 pip win rate, which is still a good trade. But I was hoping that the trend would still continue further towards the downside. I still think that's possible. So this could be another consolidation area right down here. But at this point, I'm okay with the trade closing at my current stop level right here. So maybe, we'll see price come right back down when the stock market opens in about an hour and a half. So hopefully, price doesn't get too far up before it starts coming right back down. But again, that's to be determined. So anyway, if it does get stopped out, I'll do one last update. Otherwise, I'll pause it again and pick it up hopefully in another few hours. So I'll be back. Let me just click on the trade tab. And the trade is up over $107. Again, one mini lot. Earlier this morning when I was looking at it, this was over $130 when price was down somewhere over here. So it's okay. All right, I'll be back. So a real quick update, it's 9:52 a.m. The stock market's been open for about 32 minutes. And right now, the Australian dollar, US dollar pair is still increasing. So I'm literally almost getting to the point of being stopped out. I have my alarm right here to notify me when or if that will happen. We can see that for the past hour or hour and a half, these two red candlesticks wasn't able to break above the 10x level of 0.721. But this current candlestick, it has the potential to maybe wick me out up here. And there's only 7 minutes remaining before this candlestick closes. So hopefully it doesn't get too far up. And then the next candle is a strong candle towards the downside. So I thought I'd just capture it before that does happen, or if it does happen. And just like before, I'll pause it again and I'll pick it up hopefully in a couple more hours. But it's not looking too good at this point. But nonetheless, it's still a profitable trade. So that's still a plus. So I'll be back. Okay, so the alarm just got triggered and I was just stopped out. And it's if I click on the trade tab, the trade was a win of $93.90. So I have a zero position and I am officially out of this trade. But just to quickly recap, if I go back to the 4-hour time frame, I guess this was. So from the 4-hour time frame, again, I saw that there was a wedge pattern forming. And prior to the eventual break towards the downside that occurred last Friday, I was able to sit by and wait for my alarm to get triggered for an entry. And as I mentioned, I got chopped up right here with this green candlestick. But I stayed in the trade eventually and then rode the short position all the way towards the downside until getting stopped out right here. Now I'm going to monitor this again for a potential maybe second leg towards the downside. So right now this could be just a consolidation. So let me just get rid of these things right here, these price levels. I'll keep this white one in because I'll probably use that again. So from what I'm suspecting or speculating this to be is something like this. Let me just, oops. So this is the first leg, right? And there could be this consolidation phase right here. And then the C leg, or the second leg of this ABC pattern, right? The C leg is typically equal to the same distance. So if it does occur, then the next support resistance level might come into play. And what I'll do is, if I toggle down to a 30-minute time frame, so here at this point, this appears to look like a support resistance level, right? Because price wasn't able to get above this gray box before getting rejected straight out and then coming right back down. And what I'll do is I'll create an alarm to let me know that if price, right, consolidates, and if price does start to come down below this gray box, then that might be an ideal short position or a short entry position. So let me go ahead and do that now. So I'll just create an alarm to, let me see, is that or below, and then there. So here's my alarm. So in the event that price does come down, crosses below this level, I'll reevaluate it, and if everything looks reasonable, I'll take another short position and hopefully, you know, continue this downtrend towards the upcoming support resistance level. And that was approximately 0.702. So I think this is going to consolidate for a little bit. Maybe I'll follow up later this evening, maybe 8 o'clock-ish. Maybe at that point, price will start to curl towards the downside. So that's it for now. And until next setup, I'll see you.